Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Queen with Kai. It's your girl, Nakia Perry here, and this week I'm going to be talking with you about how I snagged, bagged, and threw my husband in the bag like it wasn't nothing. So this is my husband, Christian Perry.
What's up, guys?
And I'm just going to let him introduce himself. Get down.
Yeah, Milo, go. My name's Christian Perry. I also work in higher education, so I work at a local college. And I essentially run a peer mentoring program for students from underrepresented groups and populations.
Alright, so this week, like I said, I'm going to tell you how I pulled my husband. And we have different stories about how it really happened. So I was hired 2 weeks before Christian, and I was told this guy is going to start. And I didn't think anything about it. Like, I just don't think that you should date your coworkers. I mean, you see really where that got us.
There are like happy endings to that, though. So I mean, I don't think you should tell them to never do that, because I mean, obviously, look at where it landed.
Again, I don't think you should date your coworkers, but again, I guess like he said, we ended up.
If you don't risk it, you don't get the biscuit.
I'm not a biscuit.
I'm just saying.
So Christian has started, and I don't know where I was when they were, doing the rounds of introducing the new guy. So I missed it, and so I was like, all right, well, let me be friendly. Let me go knock up on his door and introduce myself. Number one, if it's your first day, and you're only a couple hours in, and you have a solid wood door, it shouldn't be closed anyway. Like, that's very uninviting.
Side note, it was my first day. I was a couple hours in, so I still had to set stuff up in my office. So I was setting up my voicemail. Who wants to leave their door open while they're setting up their voicemail? You think I want people to hear me go, hey, this is Christian. Please,
you weren't setting your voicemail up when I walked in.
Dog,
whatever, it doesn't matter. So I knock on the door. Mind you, I'm looking like a whole meal, not a snack, a whole meal. I knock on the door. I open the door, and he was like starstruck. Okay, I had this cute little blue skirt on and this cute white top and these heels.
How do you remember exactly what you had on?
Because I love that they was like, I bagged them just by looking at how I look, right? So I walked in and I was like, oh, hi, my name's Nakia Page. Like, nice to meet you. And he's like, oh, like, my name's Christian. So I'm like, oh, our boss told me that you went to Millersville. That's where I went to undergrad. And he was like, no, I didn't. So I was waiting for the conversation to continue, for him to say, like, I went to Lock Haven or nothing. He just sat there and just awkwardly.
I didn't go to Millersville. So I was just saying, no, I didn't go to Millersville.
Okay, and you didn't continue the conversation either. You just awkwardly just sat there. There was nothing. I think because I looked so good, he was just lost interest. He was just lost. So I was just like, okay, nice to meet you, and awkwardly backed out and closed his office door. It was awkward.
Only because you made it awkward. I'm chilling. You asked me a question. I said no. Like,
you didn't think to keep the conversation going? Like, no, I didn't. I went here.
I mean, hindsight, I probably could have, but you never know. If I would have kept the conversation going, we might not have been here right now.
Whatever.
So really, I did you a favor.
Whatever. So me and him and one of our other coworkers became like this tripod. And so we were good friends, and we would go out to like happy hours together. We go to dinners. We would check out like local carnivals, festivals, and whatnot. So me and our coworker were in her office talking about like what we're gonna do this weekend. So he comes in and she invites him. So he's like, all right, well, can I have someone's phone number so that way when I meet up with y'all, I can text you. It was
an open invitation for anyone, so I could text whoever.
No, you were trying to get my phone number. We already had this conversation. Don't try to front for the camera. You already told me you wanted my phone number.
No.
You already told me.
No.
You already. So you gonna lie?
I did.
You gonna lie? You already told me.
That's not what I was asking for.
So my thing is, if you're not gonna be direct, we gonna do things on my time. So I went back to my office, hit him with some like, oh, information about this meeting. He tried to flirt back via email, and I was like, oh, here's my phone number. And I finally got to the point where we were talking, we were vibing, and I don't know, he like won me over, and then we started like, you're in that awkward stage where like a guy tells you all the right things, and he like wants to be in a relationship, and maybe you weren't considering that, and then you're like 100% on board. And he was taking me on dates, he introduced me to his friends, I met his mom. I'm like, yeah, Like, you know, he sold me a dream. And then when I was like, you know what, if we're going to take this to the next level, we should be official. And he hit the pause button.
No, I did not.
You did.
I did not.
You did. He tried to pull me with the okie doke. He tried to play me. Is what he thought he was going to do. He wanted all the girlfriend perks, but not the girlfriend responsibility. You ain't with the title. I asked this man if he will be my girlfriend because he wouldn't take the lead. Asked me to be his girlfriend, and he said yes. He said yes. And then for about 2 months, I didn't know that we were together because it was a conversation that happened while he was intoxicated. It was like New Year's Eve, and I didn't know that he was my boyfriend until he checked me one day. Tell them how you proposed to me. Oh, cute.
We got our badass dog in the picture. Milo, go away.
All right, tell the queens how you proposed to me. It was very cute. I will give him that.
I set this whole thing up. I start talking about this like months in advance. Like, oh man, my boss is making us work on the weekends. So like, there's certain weekends that I'm gonna have to work. And I happen to have her mom. I got her mom and her parents in on the plan too, and her cousin and her goddaughter. Yeah. And I had them stage like a photo shoot, and it was scheduled to be in Philly. And normally, anytime she goes home, she'd want me to come with her. So I knew that I had to make up a good excuse because she would not just let me not go home with her. So I made an excuse that I had to go to work. I set that up like months before. I would even leave on some Saturdays just to kind of get out of the house for a little bit to make her think that I was working. And then
she was lying.
And then the day came, and you know, she got all dressed up to go to this photo shoot with her goddaughter, and I drove up to Philly that morning, and one of my friends was actually the photographer, and he like videotaped it and everything as well. And I had her meet me at the location, and when she got to the location, it was just me there, and I asked her to be my wife.
Yeah. It was magical. So he proposed in front of this waterworks statue in Philadelphia, and it was during the summer, and the fountain was going, and it was beautiful, like scenery and like grass and different trees and flowers. It was really pretty. And I cried, and I said yes, and then it was the best day of his life.
I guess.
It was.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
But then after that, he surprised me with a dinner with like all of my family and his family and my best friend who drove up like states away. I mean, it was really the best day of my... Well, no, it was not the best day of my life because then we got married. I think our wedding was the best day of my life. I don't think I've ever cried so much, but it was... I don't know. It was perfect. If I could have chose my own proposal, I probably wouldn't have even planned it as well as he did. I don't know. I had the perfect wedding because that was me. That was my doing. That really was me, though. I mean, Christian took care...
I paid for it.
Christian took care of... The only thing he cared about was the cake and the honeymoon. Everything else I took care of. This man didn't care about nothing. He just needed to make sure it was an open bar and that he got the honeymoon destination he wanted and the cake that he wanted. And then everything else, he was like, whatever. So, yes, I planned this whole wedding, and our wedding was very expensive. And we're going to do a video on how we managed to create a budget and stick to that budget to pay, because we paid cash for everything. Cash, 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 cash. Cash, cash. So the theme of our wedding was Black Love, which is so important to me and to Christian. And but it was like we had quotes of like Maya Angelou around our wedding. We had everything that we processed into, like us, our bridesmaids, our Reverend Christian was a Black love song by, you know, a Black artist. Instead of doing table numbers, we did famous Black couples, and I thought that was pretty cool. So like Michelle and Barack Obama, we did my mom and dad because they've been married for a lifetime, like over 20 years. We did his aunt and uncle who've been married forever. We did other famous happy Black couples like Tia Mowry and Corey Hadrick. So that was just really important to have like little, like, you know, little messages of Black love.
Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yes. All around
Steph
our wedding.
And Aisha.
Our wedding started off as such a classy affair. Like, we jumped the broom. We said our own vows. My aunt, who is a reverend, like, officiated our wedding. It was really beautiful. And then if you look at our wedding recap video, it looks so beautiful, so classy. And I don't know, it just switched. Like, it switched real quick.
The DJ played,
Stop!
The DJ, I forget what the DJ played. He played Juvenile, back that thing up. And then it was a rap from there.
That was the first song on the dance floor.
Rap from there. It went downhill.
Yeah, so now that we're married, I guess the next step is starting our family. Our little baby Perrys. I really want a boy. Because, I don't know. I'll be happy with whatever I get as long as our baby's, happy and healthy. But I want a little boy. His name will be Christian Matthew Perry II. And so I'm going to call him Juicy Deucey.
No.
Like Deuce, because, the second, like Deuce.
No.
So,
You're not going to call our son Juicy Deucey. I will be damned. You are not.
As a baby, yes. And I'm only going to call him Juicy Juicy.
You can't even say it right. No, you don't have our kid think his name is Juicy Juicy.
I want to have a little fat butterball chocolate baby, and I want to call him Juicy Juicy.
No, that is not going to happen. But I would like to have a daughter. Yep. I'd like to have a daughter, and I'm hoping, obviously, I'd be happy with either or, but preference, I'd like to have a daughter so we can have our own little tea parties. You're not going to be invited to them.
You can't have a daughter, because you're going to be a sucker.
We're going to have our own little tea parties. We're going to do our little daddy-daughter days.
But pretty much, I do want a girl. I just want a boy first. So hopefully Juicy Deucey can be that to his little sister. Because I know he's coming. He's coming. Juicy Deucey is loaded. He ain't loaded, but
she's not going to call my son Juicy Deucey. That's not going to happen.
And a year from now, when I post another video with me and Juicy Deucey, and I'm calling him Juicy Deucey,
call him my
yes, I
no.
No, Queens, you know who I am. So, Queens, I think this wrapped it up. I pretty much told you how I had Bae starstruck, how he was very, very committed to getting me to want to be in a relationship with him. Then when he got me there and I wanted to be in a relationship with him, he played me for a while. And then I asked him to be my girlfriend, and he said yes. And then we were in a very, very happy, committed relationship, and he asked me to be his wife, which was the second best day of my life, because we got married, and that was the best day of my life. And now we're going to have Juicy Juicy, hopefully next year. But if you...
A little girl.
If you have any questions...
A little girl.
If you have any questions or anything that you want me and Christian to do a segment about, feel free to leave that in the comments. Follow me on Instagram at Nakaya Fierce. And that's pretty much it. I guess from this video, you should get that it is possible to make it out of the friend zone. It is also possible that when someone makes it out the friend zone, you get played after that. That's, yeah.
Real hot boy shit. Stuff.
No.
Yo, I started that joint now, so I'm calling it. Yeah, let's get it. We back, fellas. Hot boys up 1.
They're not up 1, because at the end of the day,
Hot boys up 1.
I got the rock. I'm out here with the ring shining.
I'm
winning. This is my channel. This is my channel. So
hey,
if
fellas, we better have a Kingin' with Christian episode coming next week. Kingin'.
Can I tell the queens?
Hold on, let me talk to the kings real quick.
Stop. If you like Christian, I can't even get out what I was saying.
I'll say it.
Queens, if you like what you saw today, don't forget to subscribe, because he always says I said subscribe.
So every time, right, when I'm editing, so I edit the videos. Every time that I'm editing the videos, all she says is, please subscribe. I'd be like, there's a B in subscribe.
Please subscribe to my channel, Queening with Kai, and you'll, I guess, get to follow me and hear more updates on my life and also how we can elevate our community together. All right, queens, this is it. Mwah, love you. Real hot girl-ish.
Hey,
real hot
girl-ish.
Real hot girl-ish, okay? Real hot girl-ish.
Hot boys up 1-0. Don't listen to her ratchet.
Real hot girl. Real hot girl-ish.